Welcome to Can TV 21 Hotline. Let's talk etiquette. Oh, I just love that word. I love that word, etiquette. Anyway, we're so happy to be back here with you again, and I am indeed very, very honored to have this outstanding lady sitting next to me. I have to say that because we have 20 years of history. She is an etiquette maven extraordinary, and she has so many gifts to the community. She's a humanitarian in the first degree. So welcome Gina Jamison back to, and you've done this show before, back to Can TV. Let's talk etiquette. And so we're so pleased to have you back.
Thank you, Nathan.
Yes.
It's so glad to be back and co-hosting with you once again.
I can't believe it. You're here. But let me give that number out so that you can go ahead and give us a call and join in the conversation. We have some awesome things to talk about and share with you. And you can start by calling us at 312-738-1060. It's right at the bottom of the screen, so pick up that phone, give us a call, join us, give us some commentary. We certainly would appreciate it. But this show I'm going to devote to this lady and the great work she's doing in the community and for our young people. And so we decided to devote this whole show to her. Because she was here a couple of seasons ago, and we had such great fun doing this show. But I'm going to give her the opportunity to introduce herself.
Well, thank you, Nathan.
Yes.
And once again, I'm glad to be here. Yes. Well, I've been a humanitarian and a very community activist.
Yes.
My main passion is my community garden.
Yes.
And that's where I have the community. Let me just show you a picture. This
Okay.
is the picture.
What is the name of your garden?
Oh, the name of the garden is Ka'umba Tre'am.
Ah.
And Ka'umba Tre'am means, Ka'umba is the sixth principle of Kwanzaa.
Okay.
And it means creativity.
Ah, okay.
Tre-AHM are the
Okay.
three letters of my grandson.
Ah.
Tre, T-R-E is for Trayvon.
Right.
AHM is for Amari.
Oh, okay.
And I give them the kudos because when I decided to do this and create my vision, they were right
Yes.
there with me.
Oh,
where
great.
we planted one little box
Yes.
and try to grow some carrots that didn't grow, try to grow some peas that didn't grow,
Right.
because all they want to do is play with the worms and the
Yeah.
roly-polies
Right.
and the spiders.
Just have a good time.
So we just had a good time. So I thought I
Wonderful,
would give the accolades of
Yes.
they being the pioneers with me.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So that's
Yes.
what Ka'umba Tre'am
Oh,
is.
what a great name. What a great title.
Right.
But
And
just
and-
tell them about your
Oh, well,
organization. So we know about
basically,
that.
right. Basically, I just wanted to create a community garden. I had some property from my grandfathers from
Okay.
way back years ago, and I didn't know what to do with it. So I
Okay.
decided to create a community garden
Right.
right here in Garfield Park.
Yes, great community.
Great West Side.
Hey.
And what I've established is like 24 raised beds.
Okay.
And I partner with the grammar school, Willa Catherine.
Right, I've been there. I've gone there
Right.
many times.
And what I do partner with Willa Cather, I have the first graders and the fifth graders.
Yes.
And I have a program called Seed to Feed,
Yes. Yes.
which means the children start in January with their
Okay.
seeds and
Yes.
they do the theory and they put their seeds in their classroom.
Yes.
Then about March, they come to the Ka'umba Tre'am Garden.
Yes.
And
That's about a block away, isn't it?
It's 1 block away. As a
Yes.
matter of fact, the address of the garden is 2908 Warren Boulevard.
Right.
And the school's address is 2908 West Washington Boulevard. Isn't that a coincidence?
It's just a block
So the
away,
children
yeah.
just
Half a block.
they walk 1 block over and
Yes.
they come to the garden. And once their seedlings are grown to just about 3 or 4 inches.
Okay.
Then they plant their seedlings in their raised beds.
Ah,
Then they
yes.
water, and then
Yes.
they weed.
Yes.
And now it's the end of the season. Then they harvest.
Right. The harvest.
And everything that they've grown,
Ah,
we create a recipe, and we
Ah.
have a party in the garden.
and you prepare actually what
Right
they
there.
have grown.
Absolutely,
So they
right there in the
eat
garden.
what they have.
Exactly.
Oh, wow, wow.
So that's the seed
Yes.
to the
To
feed.
feed, yes. And it's such great history. You know, agriculture has been such an
Oh.
important part of our history.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, and you and I put a program together, Seed to Feed, where we connected the history with agriculture and
Exactly.
civilization.
And civilization.
And how important agriculture played in the whole progress to civilization.
And I guess
the journey.
the real, I guess the structure or my vision and where I want to be with this is we really have to start eating more healthy.
Extremely important.
Extremely. And
Extremely.
with my gardeners that I do have, I have 12 gardeners, community gardeners that do the same thing. They
Okay.
raise their vegetables, whatever they like to have.
Mm-hmm.
And with the children, we've got to start young.
Absolutely.
Because
First grade is a great
when I
start
think
time.
of growing vegetables and farming in our generation and the generation before, it's like,
Right.
don't want to do that.
Yes.
Don't want to have anything
That's
because it
old.
was really hard labor.
Hard labor.
And if you
was.
think about it, you know, being in the South on a farm,
Right.
it was 10 and 12 children, and they
Yes.
worked the farm.
They worked
but
the
you know
farm.
what's so beautiful about that? They didn't go to the grocery store to pick anything.
They didn't have to.
purchase anything.
They didn't have to. They jarred
All
it
mama
up.
said, go out there and get some of them beans, or
Beans,
go out
right.
to get some of them tomatoes
Yes.
or potatoes.
Yes,
Everything
yes.
was right there.
Right
and
there. And-
what's so important, we have to know what we're eating.
We
and
do.
the best way you know what you're eating is to grow it yourself.
If you grow it yourself, you know exactly what you eat.
You know exactly what we're
And the
eating.
taste is so different.
And
I,
it's-
I mean, if you haven't ate fresh, you have grown, or some other farmer has grown, and it doesn't have all that pesticide and all them chemicals involved with the, you know, you are eating something that's so rich and tasty and flavor. The flavor is there.
And I think the delight
Yeah.
that I have is when you take this delicious tomato and then when you bite into it and the juice just runs down your arm and all over your, your
Yes,
mouth
yes,
and it's
yes,
just
yes.
such, and it's so
Yes.
embodied, it's so
Yes,
juicy, it's so
yes.
tasty.
And I have,
flavorful.
had some of your tomatoes. I know what you're talking about.
Right.
It's superb, superb. You don't have enough land. That's the only
That's right,
problem.
you know, to grow
Right.
all the things that I want
Yes.
in bulk,
In
you know,
bulk.
but we're gonna do that, you know, you never
Yes,
know
yes, yes.
what might
Wait a
happen.
minute. Now you're from the South, I'm assuming, or from a farm.
Right, no, not really, no.
So you didn't grow up.
I didn't grow up on a farm.
Yeah.
I grew right up here. As a matter of fact, where the garden is, that's where my grandfather purchased that property, which was a
Okay.
mansion, and would he use it as a boarding house for any
Okay.
of our families coming from North
South.
Carolina.
Okay.
That would be the first stop.
Oh, perfect.
So, and
Get
I was
them-
born in that house, so
Ah.
it's been in the family since 1940.
Oh wow! The next time you come, bring some pictures.
Oh, I would bring pictures.
Yes,
oh,
I love to see
I love
that.
talking
Share
about
that.
it.
Absolutely.
I would bring lots of pictures.
Yes, yes, yes. Now, not having that background, how did you get an interest in agriculture and
Well,
gardening and all of that?
You know,
was
I-
it your parents? They grew a lot
my
of things in the
grandmother.
house.
My maternal grandmother always
Okay.
had plants, you know, and my mother, she would grow flowers, but I never had an interest in it for some reason. I just would see how pretty it was.
Right.
And it wasn't until I decided I was going to move back to the property where the garden is and
Right.
create, you know, come back to, I was going to retire.
Right.
I said, why don't I, you know, build my home here?
Right.
And then the person who was consulting me what we're going to do, he said, oh, I know this place. And I said I wanted a section with nothing but vegetables and
Right,
garden.
right, right.
Trying to get in the garden, flowers, you
yes.
know, because I love doing it because I was
Yes.
doing that at the property where I did live.
Yes.
So he told me all about it, and I went to this organization called Green Corps where they taught you everything about growing vegetables and being organic and
Yes.
rain barrels and compost, and I became obsessed. And then that one thing led to another, and I met a wonderful woman by the name of Angela Taylor.
Right.
And she has been my mentor, and we've done such great things together.
Yes.
And now,
Rest
not
is
only
history.
now am I growing vegetables, I'm
Right.
now canning, I'm doing pickled okra,
Okay,
I'm
yes.
doing soups, I'm doing a lot
Uh-huh.
of things. You know, one thing
And
is
I've
leading
tasted
to
some of
another.
your soups. Very
You know.
delicious. Oh, delicious. Oh, we have a caller.
Oh.
Caller, you're on the air.
Yes, sir. Great show.
Thank you, thank
know,
you.
I'm a 69-year-old man. And it just dawned on me right now that pride, respect, and etiquette are all in the same category as you know, it just might be all same. But when I was a kid, Grandma would say, "Do this."
Yes.
Grandfather, you did it. As long as you didn't hurt you did it. It might have been wrong. Later
Right.
on in the day, he asked the grandmother, whoever, whatever adult asked you, I would say, "Can I talk to you?" "Sure." And then I would tell him. I don't think it was right, but I do it because of respect, pride, and etiquette.
Yes.
I never eat I never eat the last biscuit, especially at Thanksgiving or something, because
Right.
someone else would want it. I'll go get me a piece of bread. But these kids today, I don't think they can even spell yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's unfortunate, but that is more right than
And it's unfortunate,
yes.
but
Right.
they weren't taught because their mother and father weren't taught. Believe me, I'm Mexican American, and when my people tell me to do something, yeah, do it.
You do it.
Period.
Absolutely.
But now that doesn't happen. Oh, you do it yourself.
Right.
Oh, you do it yourself. Wear their pants on their rear end, under the rear end.
Right.
And don't care. Don't care about anybody but themselves.
Yeah, it's very selfish society today.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Very
That's
selfish.
been for the last generation or two.
Yes, yes.
Don't
Well,
even
you were very blessed to have great parents and great relatives because they all worked together to raise the family. You were part of the family, so your cousins, your aunts, your uncles all played a role in your life, I'm certain. And it's that quality of upbringing that is so unfortunate is missing today. And I'd like to ask you one question. Do you think television, with the distraction in the home of the TV and the parents being distracted, you think that had a lot to do with the parents not really paying attention like our parents did when we were growing up? We couldn't say nothing that was out of place because they heard it and they would respond to it. What do you think about that? Hello? I guess he's gone. He's on. Okay. Well, sorry, caller, you didn't get a chance to answer that question or give me your comments on it. But I think we have another caller. Caller? Hello?
How you doing?
Hello, how are you today?
I'm all right. This is Ricky, Mr. Wright. How are you?
Oh, hello, Ricky. It's always a pleasure.
I'm good. I just was calling in to say hello and you're doing a good job,
Thank
and
you.
stuff like that. I was just flicking through the channels and I seen it, and it brought back memories. That's all.
Oh.
Oh, that's nice. Glad
Wow.
to hear that. Absolutely. Well, if this is the senator,
You said, yeah.
Ricky Hendon.
No. No. This is Ricky, Sandra's son.
Oh, okay, that Ricky. I'm glad that you identified yourself.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it's good to hear from you. Your mother was a great lady. I loved your mother. She was
Sure,
just
indeed.
awesome, and she loved educating our children. And I want you to hear this. We plan to do a special dedication to her
Oh.
in her name and in her memory. And so, you have my information?
Oh, I really.
You have my information?
No, I don't have your
Can
information.
you write it down?
Yeah, I can. Give me
Okay.
a pen. I'll get a pen.
Okay.
Um.
You ready?
Okay, yeah, go ahead, because I'm recording the part. Go ahead.
Okay, 708
Yeah.
261 4547. 4547.
Okay.
Thanks, Ricky, for calling. Appreciate it. And we'll talk later, okay?
Okay, thanks a lot, Mr.
Okay,
Wright.
you're welcome.
Take care.
We have another caller.
Oh.
Caller? You're on air.
Yes, and good evening. And
Hey,
Miss Wright,
Steve.
it's so good
Sorry,
to
guy.
see you again.
Yes.
And I like that knot. I love that knot you got.
Thank you, Steve.
You brought a very interesting topic up of television.
Yes.
Well, you got to think about this also. When we were small, it was number 2 TVs. in the house. As a matter of fact, everybody didn't have TVs when we was kids.
Right.
People used to always come down to look
Your
at
house.
TV. But another thing,
Watch your
they was
TV.
not looking. They didn't have things what we see now. Now
Yes.
you got 6 TVs in the house. You got 100 something things on the TV and things like that. We had to worry about a Mom Mabley or Red Fox saying something stupid that, they didn't like for us to listen to.
Right.
But you know what? Let me tell you something. What was taught to me when I was a kid, I teach it right now. I do not have no disrespectfulness in my house. Those kids,
Yes.
even the grandkids, we do pretty good in this house.
That's
And what we're
great.
trying to do is instill something that was given to us. Now, what they do with kids, and they always talk about kids are the bad ones are the ones that don't have that much of stuff like that.
Yes.
It's not true. It's not true. You got some people teach these kids, give them everything, and then they go out in the streets, and that's stupid. But that's the society of it. But again, that's our job to see what is going on outside.
Yes.
Not just in the house. We need to find out what's going on outside with our
Outside
kids.
the house.
And
Absolutely.
that helps a lot. Now, to the young lady, I remember her on your show with you a few times.
Oh,
And
yes.
I heard you said okra. Okra is the most beautiful plant
Oh,
when
it
it
is.
blossom,
Yeah.
and that okra come out. And I used to love to see them blossom. But I also had a garden, and I learned by mistakes. My first time, I put everything together, but then you learn how to spread it out and change it and stuff, and like you say, compost and stuff.
Right.
A garden is a very interesting topic that you could always just, like we have benches out there, you just sit out there and you can look, you can see everything. And I used to love to taste the string beans. I mean, just
Yes.
go to the vine,
Yes.
pull it off and break it, and,
Yes.
eat it right then. And the cherry tomatoes and
Yes.
things of that nature.
Well, let me say this,
But I
Steve.
know I'm rambling.
No,
But
that-
Mr.
that's
Wright,
okay.
I am so sorry I had just been running. I
Yes.
haven't got a chance to see you, but don't think I don't think about you.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
again,
We know
thank
that you're
you
there.
so
That's
much
the main thing.
trying to give us something.
Yes.
And it's truly been very good tonight. Sometimes we just
Absolutely.
need to shut
Thank
up
you,
and listen.
Steve.
Thank you.
Always
So listen,
appreciate
let
your
me
call.
Get out the ear. Let me hear your response.
Right.
And so good to see you again, Mr. Wright.
Okay, so same with you. Hear you.
All right now.
Yes, his comment on okra. Okra. I eat okra and some vegetable 4 or 5 times a week.
Wow.
So that's how much I love it.
Oh.
But let's get to some of these pictures you brought in here for us to see.
We have a caller.
Ah, caller. Hello.
Yes, sir. I called earlier, but I got cut off. So.
All right, I had a question for you, and I don't know if you heard the question or not.
I caught the last of it. Can you please repeat it?
I asked, what role do you think television has played in that transition from the kind of parenting that you receive versus the kind of parenting our children are receiving today? What role do you think television played in that? Have played in that?
Well, let me say this. We came home, we did our homework, we watched maybe a half hour of TV, we went to go eat, and then we were allowed 2 more hours of TV.
Okay.
And that was it. And that was, but today, it's not a TV. It's that Xbox and it's all of that other stuff. Kids don't come home and do the homework. The first thing they do is hit that box. They'll stay there till somebody gives them a sandwich, and they'll go right back on the game.
Right.
If they get the homework in, that's fine. If they don't get the homework in, that's also fine. Man,
Right.
and I tell you what.
So in other words, you think that the television now takes, and the games that they play, take more time away from family life. Whereas when we were growing up, we had a lot of time devoted to interaction with our parents and them being able to communicate with us and set forth their values. And they did it in such a way that was really impactful on us. We didn't have that much distraction from the values that are emanating from the television set. And I personally think that television has played a significant, profound role
Oh, yes,
in
and you know what,
the
sir?
kind of
You know what?
children we have today.
About my family. Yes, I grew up that way, I taught my kids that way. They finished college. I was a
Excellent.
single parent.
Excellent.
Yet,
Yes. Well, thank you, caller, for calling back. We appreciate that. Okay? Call next week, all right?
I sure will.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, that was a great caller.
That was a great caller,
Yes,
right.
it was.
But just to elaborate on what the caller just said, we talk about television. I think that was the initiation of where we are today because television has led into now TV, more TV, the bigger TVs, and flat screen TVs. Now we've gotten into technology, which is a small TV, and it was the beginning of where we are today. And we just have to somehow or other integrate, when your children come to the table, we've got to say no cell phones.
Right.
There's a time for them, is what I'm
Yes,
saying. There's a time
absolutely.
for them, there's an appropriate time for them, and there's a time that we shouldn't have them.
That's parenting.
And that's parenting.
Right.
When you see, or you go anywhere, when you go to a meeting or something, you see people, the first thing they do as opposed, when you get to a meeting that's early and talking to one another,
Right.
everybody's on their phones.
On their phone.
So we should say no cell phones in the meeting room.
Right. I agree.
And for an hour,
that allows us to talk to each other.
allows us to have a relationship.
Right.
Allow us to be cordial.
Right.
To teach social skills.
Right.
Because as long as you're doing this texting and the
Yes.
social media,
Yes.
you lose that.
You do.
And I think that cell phones are appropriate.
Right.
I
It
mean,
is.
there's a time when they are very, you do need
Right,
cell phones.
right,
But
yes.
then there's a time you need to put it away.
I do agree with you wholeheartedly because when you're on your phone, you're texting. I'm so focused in that I really can't give you the kind of time, personal time that you deserve, and that's really about respect. Because then I look, oh, okay, yeah, okay, I agree, and I'm back in the phone.
Exactly.
You see, so that's disrespectful.
And I think and what the young generation or the millenniums are doing now, they say that they can they have multitasking. So they can text at the same time and then listen to you and do what you need. No.
No.
And I find that disrespectful
It is.
because when I'm speaking to you, I want your total
Attention.
undivided attention.
Right. That's
I want
about
your
just
attention.
just about respecting you.
And it's totally respect, and that's why
Yeah.
I really, truly admire the etiquette program
Yes.
because it teaches those things.
Yes.
And I
yes.
think sometimes our children just don't know.
They haven't been taught.
They haven't been taught. They just don't know because when you do express that to them, then they, oh, okay.
Okay. But it goes in
And then
now
you
they
try
really
to tell
don't
them
act
now,
it- They don't
can
act it
you,
out.
right, can you like not use your phone
Right.
for
Right.
an hour?
No.
Let's see.
Let's see.
And whoever can do it, they get a prize,
Right.
And the prize is thank you so much for being respectful.
Be respectful.
That's the
absolutely.
prize.
It's almost like it's addictive.
And it
they
is
get-
addictive.
They get in the car, they sit in you want to talk while you're driving along, you drive. And you look, they're not listening to you.
No,
It is,
absolutely
oh,
not.
what did you say? Okay, yeah, I agree. And they back here.
They back there, and
So.
like you say, we need to teach that to our children. And
Yes.
as I said to you so many times, we're definitely going to put the program into the Seed to Feed and to the
yes.
Two Touch of Life program
Touch of
because
Life.
that's the name of
Yes.
my organization.
Give that
Two
phone
Touch-
number out. Your organization's
the
phone number.
organization Two Touch of Life. The phone number is 708-212-1645.
Yes.
And we also have an email address. It's kuumbatrayam
Okay. that's a complicated. Okay.
at yahoo.gmail.
Oh,
No, I'm sorry,
gmail.com.
at yahoo.com.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry, kuumbatrayam.
Kuma Trayon. Okay.
But then-
I hope you Google it and see if
But
it
you know what?
comes
I
up.
have a pic. Oh, you can't read it. there.
Can't read
The
it.
picture.
Let's
There's
get
the
some of
pic-
these pictures up
Okay.
before our time
Just
run
a
out.
just a couple pictures.
Okay, let me see.
That's
Yeah,
the
I think it's
garden.
3.
I'm just gonna do a
Let's
couple
see.
of them just to show
What
you.
am I doing here? Oh, wait, let me see how this works. I thought I went to 3.
I'll just put a couple of
Oh,
pictures.
okay, I got it. I
You got it? You have it?
I forgot.
All
I got
right.
it now.
This is just to show you.
Okay, let's go one at let's
Okay,
see
one
here.
at a time. Okay.
Yeah, right there.
Can you see that? Can
yeah,
you
that's
see?
large enough, I think, for them to see. It's
But can they read it? Kuumba, K.
no,
U.
they won't be able to read it.
Okay, let me spell it. It's
Okay.
KUUMBA TRE-AHM.
And that's your garden, that's
Community
the
garden.
fence, that's the fence.
That's the
there.
fence on the garden.
On the garden.
Yes.
Okay,
That's the
okay.
signage.
Now, why was the sign there and I see the red ribbon? Was it a special
Oh, that was
occasion?
it was a special occasion. It looks like it was around Christmas time if I'm not if
okay.
I'm looking at it. And I
Okay.
see because I do decorate the garden
Ah, during the holidays.
during the holidays.
Okay, you have another quick one you want to
Okay,
put up
just a
here?
real quick one. This is some of my children.
Yeah, let's get them up
They
here.
were
Let's-
we had the chicken.
Oh,
we
how
had
wonderful.
a chicken demonstration.
Oh, okay.
And that's them playing with
you
the
have
chicken.
live chickens there.
Live chickens.
Oh,
Here's a beehive that we have.
okay.
It's a beehive, and can you see that?
Yeah, they want us to wrap it up. so
Okay,
we're
wrap
gonna-
it up. And just
Yeah.
show one more picture.
Okay, that's the beehive. Okay.
And this is the maintenance of the beehive.
Oh, okay, and they have the
They
the
come in there and
covers.
the covers and everything.
Right.
It's really a
Oh,
great
wonderful,
place to be.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Let's see, can I get this back to normal? Okay, just real quick.
Real quick.
Here. Oh, no, I'm off on that one.
Can you zoom in?
Oh, that's good enough. You can see the number. Great.
Oh,
So
great.
contact us at that number, that email address, our website, and we look forward to having you back with us on next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Thank you so much.
Thank
And-
you.
And tune us in next Wednesday, and have a good evening.
Have a good evening.